quite new to Instagram. I know it's a bit old school. I just joined up recently. I never knew how it worked. My wife's on Instagram, and I was on my wife's page, and there's a picture of my wife with this stunning guy. And I was like, who the fuck is that? Then I looked closer, and it was me. Right, I was a solid 10. I was smoking. And I said to my wife, how did you manage to get that out of this? And she said, oh, I just used a filter. And I never knew that's what Instagram is. Just turning munters to rides in one click. One click. And we looked amazing. This is what we're selling, people. Everybody does the same. If you're somewhere shite, you can just take the pictures and make it look good and convince me. Me and my wife are standing on a romantic city break. We're in front of some ancient building. And I'm looking at the picture and the memories are coming back. And I'm thinking, we never spoke a fucking word that afternoon on that wee romantic mini break. That is the harsh reality of a real relationship. The romantic mini break. It's good for maybe a day, and then day 2, you realise you've signed up for a school trip as adults, having to put a wee itinerary together, going to look at more buildings, having to read placards, visit abandoned prisons, having to look at statues, just killing time between meals. Fucking hell, another gallery, another museum. Scared to look at the time, far too early to suggest an Irish bar, Kev, far too early. Wait, it's only 11:30, Kev, don't you dare suggest a €9 Heineken at Dicey O'Reilly's. Come on, Kev, you've got one more gallery, Kev. And then what happens on a romantic mini break? Maybe day 2 or day 3, a silence descends between you and your partner, a silence from nowhere. You'll be aware you're being a bit quiet yourself, and you're also aware your partner has been a bit quiet, but you know if you're the first one to accuse the other one of being a bit quiet, you know you're lighting a fuse there that could ignite and combust into a weekend-defining argument. So what I have learned, one more bit of advice, what I have learned is when you feel that silence descend between you and your partner, start making comments. Start saying shit. Say any old shit. Just get shit said. Start building yourself a case. Start saying shit that you can later rely on as evidence for when you're accused of being the one being quiet. And then when it does eventually come to the hearing, you storm in there with your body of evidence. Me, I'm being quiet. I fucking hardly shut up. And what have you said? What have I said? As soon as we left the hotel, I said I wish I grabbed a pan au chocolat from the breakfast buffet, because I usually get hungry about 11. You said fuck all back. 1-0 to me, straight away. Then we passed Darren's bar. I said we should take a photograph and send it to Darren. Cheer him up a bit, because he's having a hard time. Know that you would give a fuck different if it was one of your pals. And then on the promenade, the guy on the Segway came past us, and I told you the guy who invented the Segway apparently died by segwaying off a cliff. That is a strong conversation piece. I go, fuck all. Then I told you how many people there's ever been. 4 now, 118 billion. That is fascinating. What's your name, mate? The guy with the Hugo. What's your name? Owen. Again, a lot of originality in the names. Owen. Man, how old are you, Owen? 17. A youngster. Wow, it's good that I'm still getting the youth along. That is scary. And at age, it's a number, isn't it? And you worry, we've got a few older people in, but it's subjective, age. I believe you're young for as long as people laugh when you fall in public. You're young. Right? In my opinion, that is the only accurate gauge for the ageing process. Thank you. I learned this. I tripped over a curb and I would try to resist the momentum, and I eventually hit the deck. And upon impact, I heard laughter, and I looked over, and there was a van full of workmen, and one of them was even performing a full-on wanker sign going, "Hey!" And it was embarrassing. until I thought about it a bit deeper, and I thought, no, Kev, enjoy these moments. Enjoy this. Enjoy this, Kev, because there'll come a time when you'll have a similar fall. You'll hit the deck, and you'll not hear laughter. You will not see the wanker sign or hear the way. You'll hear, okay, sir, what's your name, sir? Sir, can you hear me? He's not responding, sir. I'm just going to try and move you, sir, okay? That must be a terrifying moment for any senior figure. Being forced to confront your own mortality in such a crass circumstance. So next time you see an old person who's fell, just bear that in mind. Before you rush over there, asking for emergency contact details, just know there might be a young soul inside that decaying mammal. There may be a young soul. And if you rush over, that young soul could vanish forever. Whereas a wee wanker say, hey! Make that old man feel alive. I wish I got that in video, mate. Hey! I'm noticing people in senior positions are younger than me for the first time. That's a new one, isn't it? Politicians, football managers are younger. Jesus. He was 33 when he died. That makes me feel old. Wow. Jesus would have been 3 years below me in school. Wow. I don't know if I can worship him. He's a wee guy, man. He'd get put in a headlock. Jesus! Turn that Capri Sun into wine Jesus so you're getting away. Running up behind him and kicking his sandals off under his feet. Well, he was ripped. Jesus. I don't think he gets enough credit for the shape he was in. Anytime I'm in Mass, I just kind of daydream. It always strikes me when you see Jesus on the cross. He had a six-pack. He never touched the bread at that wedding. No way did he put starchy carbs in that wee welterweight frame of his. He'd be on Instagram if he came back doing fitness tutorials. At JCPT, standing. Only my dad can judge me, tattooed.